Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to the Thursday NFL Watch Party. We are 1 week away from the start of the season. That's right. You're hearing me correctly. Your ears are not deceiving you tonight. 1 week away. Football is happening, and we are excited about that. I want to take a minute real quick to thank the Live Place for hosting Disney and NFL fans here tonight. They host over 120 channels that are your viewing pleasure. Check them out here on YouTube at theliveplace.com and Dreamers Empire. We are so grateful for them doing for us tonight. I go live every Thursday with two great channels I'm so excited to be partnered with. We talk a little bit about the college game, a little bit of Disney, and a whole lot of NFL. We're going to start watching the games live here starting next week, and we're so excited to do so. We want you to join us for all the fun and excitement. During the season, as we said, we will watch these games live, so we will have armchair quarterbacks coming in. Those are people that are assigned to each one of those teams to talk a little smack, to cheer on their team, to educate us things that they know about their team that we may not. Those are the armchair coaches. I like quarterbacks. Kelly likes coaches. Kelly's not here right now, so guess what? I'm going to call him what I want to call him since Kelly's not here, and he can't give me a hard time, although he may text me. So we're excited about the season getting going, and we're going to have them come in. Some of the armchair coaches are going to come in tonight and give us some of their views on the upcoming season and where they think teams are going to lie out. 28 friends here watching us to start out tonight. We're very excited to do that. It's a tremendous support to us if you would hit that like button. It's free of charge, and it lets my co-host know that we're doing a good job and also tells YouTube the same. If you're new to our channel, well, welcome. Please ensure you subscribe before leaving to be alerted on all future content if you're enjoying the show you're watching. Finally, I want to take a moment to thank all of the channel members who are here tonight. They are highlighted with the green coloration on their names in the chat. Preston and I both greatly appreciate your support. And thank you to Dave Houston, who just joined as a channel member before the start of the show. We appreciate you, Dave. At this time, I want to introduce my co-host who join me every week and bring a whole lot of color to the show. I want to introduce Myers in the Mouse. Wait a minute, he's not here. I've got double voice, the Dole Whip Dad right here. I couldn't be more excited to have Jeff here. Kelly's got some things going on. He's going to try to join us a little bit. He is on location right now with the family and not sure about the signal, but he'll try to get back in with us. But nonetheless, I've got Dallas Cowboys. I guarantee you they're going to be in his choice to win it all. He's probably got Cowboys and Chargers in the Super Bowl. I don't know. We'll find out soon. How's life in your world, Dole, with that?
I don't know. I don't feel like I have anything more to say. You just told everybody my predictions. What the heck?
You've got some great things going lately, man. Your morning show with your wife and the newest co-host, your granddaughter, has been phenomenal. I actually enjoy watching her facial reactions when you're talking and she yawns, which always gives me a good kick. I do enjoy that.
I got sick of being the best looking one on all my streams, so I got 2 more people to jump in there, my grandkid and my wife. So it's been good.
There you go. So, well, since Kelly's not here, I'm going to take a quick second and try to say hello to the chat. I'm going to do it from my left monitor here, so I pardon that I'm not looking right into the screen, but I just want to say hello. Make It Blue. Caitlin's in house, one of our members. Thank you very much. Tim Pruitt, Timothy Rainwaters, Gary B's in house. Captain Akron is here. Dave Houston, another member. Dole Whip Dad, I know you like that guy.
Love that guy.
Samantha Lowe is here. Dre Houston, one of our members as well. Let's see. Orange Clone Vlog. I love that name. Bloomin' Cheese is here. Kay Atwood is here. Movie Mania Nick, one of our fantasy.
All my best peeps are here. All my best peeps.
We're all here tonight. Dre Houston, Kadani Shawn. I love that name. That was great news. Brittany Morgan says, Pete, if the weekly picks group closed, my husband wants to join. No, I will still take them. You have to send me an email. It's in the information part of my page here, or maybe Waka Waka Rogers can put it up there for everybody with my email. If you email me tonight, I will allow them to enter. We have 42 friends in that right now, Jeff. Nice. 43. We got room for one more. We're like the Haunted Mansion. We got room.
I've heard that somewhere before. I like it.
Absolutely. So Timothy Rainwater is a good friend in house. I think I'm Movie Mania Nick. I said Corner Sports. Tommy's here. Good to see him. And Mar in Memphis. Pete, tell Kelly to climb up on the top of the RV. We were talking about that show. We were talking about that. More sunshine, please. Our couch coaches. He might be joining us later with some of his predictions. He's in house. Mr. Willie 95. Tracy Glenn. Waka Waka Rogers is here. Surf Bums in house. Loading up. 34 friends here. We are excited about that. We thank you all for being here. So 1 week away from football, which is a good thing. I actually want to jump over real quick, Jeff, because
hey, Evan, I see you popping in.
I don't even know what you just said.
Evan Brown just popped in. I was just saying hi because you were looking at
something. Nice. Evan, hey, welcome in. I'm going to jump over to Insta real quick and pull up the NFL's page because there was some activity that happened today.
I saw, I saw they went live earlier, but I didn't watch it.
Maybe it was on the NFL page. Let me go back to that page here. And so we had, let's see, we got Cam Newton was named the starting quarterback, which is really not a surprise as far as breaking news. We had Josh Gordon. Seahawks have signed Josh Gordon.
He tries to be on 3 or 4 teams to not play for every year. I like it.
Yeah, he doesn't play for anybody. It's ridiculous. The Titans are signing kicker Steven Gostkowski. So we're excited. Hey, Andrew Bidding, welcome in. Good to see you, Andrew. Friend. Thank you for that. Leonard Fournette is going to the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay. The Cannons are going to be fired off. So that was the major news signing items that I saw going in today that I just wanted to highlight as we come on. Nothing, super spectacular, but just some interesting stuff. Living in Diz in-house. He'll be on later with us as we get going. Phone lines will open up in just a few minutes, and we'll allow some of our couch coaches to call in and give us some of their predictions. It'll be interesting to see your thoughts 1 week away from tonight.
I'm excited. I can't believe it. I've been the guy who says I don't think we're going to play. I'm coming around, I guess. Mar mentions Tom Seaver. I know this is a football show, but yeah, gotta at least mention Tom Seaver, one of the great athletes of all time, one of the great right-handed pitchers of all time. We lost him this week to the same thing that we lost Robin Williams to. I mean, I know he died of suicide, but the same thing was afflicting Robin and Tom Seaver. So that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I'm excited about the football season. I'm trying to believe we're going to play. I'm trying to believe they're going to let me have fun. The No Fun League is trying to make it all political. And I'm just trusting that it's going to be a fun year because I'm right on the edge of telling the NFL to stuff it. So let's just hope it goes well.
It's funny because there are a lot of people that are doing that this year, Jeff.
I'm on the edge, man. I'm on the edge. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but I run a private pick'em league, which and that I've been doing for years. And we have over 200 people in that league that we've done. And I think we're at like 170 something. And there was about 20 of them that came back and said, nope, I'm done with the NFL for this year. They're not happy about the political stuff that they're getting into and stuff like that. So
yeah, we'll see. I was thinking about it recently. Like the last 2 or 3 weeks has been, this is so embarrassing to admit, but it's been hard for me to consider, I'm a sports nut. I'm an NFL nut, and
Right.
I'm just going to not let them steal it from me. And if they don't get their stuff together and let us have a good season and keep the politics out of it,
Keep the politics out of
they
it.
can still keep me, but they could lose me too. Like I'm just.
Yeah. I hope they keep the politics out of all sports. That's
I think the front office of the NFL is one of the dumbest front offices in the history of sports. It's just asinine, and they better not steal my sport that I love. That's where I'm at. But
Andrew Bidding's throwing out that there's always Madden 21. Wait, but that's out there. So it'll be interesting to hear what happens. So 34 friends in here hanging out with us tonight. I know that's going to pick up next week when we start doing the show live. We got Kansas City playing against. Is it? And it's not Buffalo, is it?
I don't remember. I pulled up the schedule earlier, but the week one wasn't on there, and I didn't.
Week 1, Houston at Kansas City.
Exactly.
Back to that. So it'll be an interesting game. I think Houston has a chance. Nobody's had any preseason football, so as far as I'm concerned, Week 1 could go any type of way.
That's the only good thing that's happened in all of 2020, right there. Get rid of preseason football. So I'm down with that.
Yeah, that I'm very happy about myself and how we do that. So, it'll be interesting to see how we go with that. Let's before we get into predicting and stuff, let me throw out here first as I open this up because I'm working on the big screen here. So I thought it was interesting. I saw this on ESPN earlier today. So the top 5 hardest schedules for 2020 this year. Number 5. The Los Angeles Rams at number 5.
Yep.
Number 4, the New York Giants, the football Giants.
Yep.
Number 3, the Raiders, with the 3rd hardest schedule in the NFL. Number 2, the Jets, with the 2nd hardest schedule in the NFL. And number 1, the Denver Broncos, hardest schedule in the NFL. I thought it was interesting that it was 3 of the 4 teams in your division or 2 of the 4 with the Raiders and the Broncos out there in that list. So now
you put the Chiefs on everybody's record, it's going to be part of it. And I think everyone's expecting the Chargers to do better this year. We just lost Derwin James, so 2 years in a row. A couple weeks before the season, my Chargers have had rough news. So I don't know. That's going to hurt them bad. Honestly, I think he's a stud. That hurts them a lot. So
that does hurt them a lot. I think so. I agree. The easiest schedule this year, Jeff. Number 5, the more sunshine, please, Detroit Lions. Number 4, the Brownies, the Cleveland Browns. Number 4. Number 3, the Dale RTV1 Bears at number 3, easiest schedule. Number 2, the Tennessee Titans. And number 1, the Steve's World Indianapolis Colts with the easiest schedule around this year. And so it's interesting to say. Mr. Willie says, I love the NFL and will never hate it. Stacey Rogers says, where's producer Preston? He would be in bed. He stopped in and said hello to Jeff, talked for a few minutes, and then said, I am out of here. So he got out quick. But interested, the Colts and Titans, again, same division. Easiest.
Yeah, I find that interesting too. I mean, the Titans were so good last year. They should have a harder schedule. The Colts, a lot of people are picking the Colts this year. We'll see if I'm a big Philip Rivers fan, but we'll get to that in a minute. Surf Bum says go blue. Which blue are we talking about? Dodger blue. I know. And Surf Bum, where are you from? I'm from San Diego. Anyway, let me know.
Yep, let him know. Stacey Rogers says better bathroom bed. Jim says restore the roar with the Lions. I'm going to go ahead. It's 9:15.
Restore the roar. Try it for the first time. The roar, you mean? Come on.
We go ahead and we're going to open up to any of our couch coaches that want to call in throughout the night, talk about some of their predictions. We can start talking about a little bit of ours. Let's first throw out there. Have you thought much about the Rookie of the Year award?
A little. I picked a 1 and I have a 1 and a 2 for the 2 main awards, MVP and Rookie of the Year.
Okay, so tell me who you're thinking for Rookie of the Year, and I'll be curious to see where they line out in Vegas right now.
So I'll give you my 2. So I think Joe Burrow is going to have a big year. I like him. The Bengals don't have to go far to get a little notice. I think they're week 2 or week 3, I guess, on Thursday. I'm pretty sure they are. Or maybe it might be week 2. It's him versus Baker Mayfield.
Week 2 against the Browns.
There you go, Baker Mayfield. But I love Burrow. He looked really amazing last year. And then my dark horse is CeeDee Lamb right here in Dallas. I think Everything I've read, he looks real good.
I like that kid. I hate to be honest. I like that kid. I hated agreeing with Jeff. I have problems with that. I'm taking therapy about that personally right now.
Yeah, but it's going to be long-term therapy, buddy. Long-term therapy.
It is. I will jump down here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll go down 10, and I'll go down and I'll give you what the odds are. So we'll go 10 to 1 for rookie of the year. So J.K. Robbins is plus 2,000.
Maybe. Yeah.
$100 bet. Henry Ruggs III at plus 1,800. Number 9.
Yeah.
Number 8. Justin Jefferson, 1,750. Jerry Jeudy, number 6.
I like him a lot. Is he a Raider? I think he's a Raider.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Lamb, talked about him, plus 1,200.
Okay.
5.
Where is he? Is he 5? Okay.
1, 2, 3. He's number 5. I'm sorry, he's number 6. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is at an even 1,000.
Oh, the running back? Okay.
Yep. Jonathan Taylor, number 4 at plus 950. Very close behind that at plus 900 is Tua in Miami.
We'll see. I don't think he's even going to play, but maybe.
Number 3 right now. Number 2 at plus 850, DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
And number 1, Joe Burrow at a low plus 200.
I think he's the obvious call. I think so. If he has an above average year, he's the rookie.
I'm telling you where the money is. The money is to throw $100 on Clyde Edwards-Helaire and see if it rolls you out $1,000, because he's got a chance. That kid. Is
he 10 to 1?
He's 10 to 1, and he's playing for Kansas City. He's going to see some time, and that kid's pretty talented. So, Brianna P, welcome in. Great to see you here.
Hey, Brianna, how are you?
For joining. So, interesting numbers. I thought I found when I was doing that. 34 friends in here with us right now. We appreciate you all. Phone lines are open for any of our couch coaches that want to call in. Tell me who you're thinking. I didn't pull up the odds on the MVP, but I'm just curious who you're thinking on that.
Oh, well, I mean, I think everyone knows who the MVP is going to be. It's kind of right on my name there. I will give my dark horse, however, is Josh Allen in Buffalo. I really like the kid. I think he could have a big year. Dak's going to be the MVP, but because Dak's going to obviously be the MVP, the guy second is the one that we should be talking about, and that's Josh Allen in Buffalo.
Ooh, I like him. I mean, he's got a lot of goals around him now this year. If
a lot more than he did, yeah.
This is a year they've got to do something.
I think they'll be coming up in my predictions.
I agree. And I thank Stacy letting me know that Joey's World is in. It's a little tough when I'm looking at the left monitor tonight, kind of going back and forth. My monitor and chat person is MIA, hiding.
He's stuck on top of the RV, I heard.
He can't get out. He's trying to climb the RV to get signal. And
can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me now? So let's talk a little bit about who we're thinking for some of these divisions. Let's start in the NFC. You're a big Cowboys person. Andrew Biddy says Dak needs to get to the playoff first if he wants MVP. Just saying. Good point. Mouse Talk, who knows. Let me tell you, Mouse Talk knows a little bit about football. I was actually very impressed with Mouse Talk and his knowledge of sports. Josh Allen.
Listen. I hear what you're really saying. Another Baltimore guy. I love him. I hear you. I understand.
He's not a Baltimore guy anymore. He lives in Florida. Josh Allen from Mouse Talk in that playoff game last year looked like a deer in the headlights for a while. He did. He absolutely did. Yeah. Shelly Skywalker. I call her Shelly Skywalker. She's not. I call her Skywalker. It just makes me feel like I'm right in the middle of the movie.
She's one of my favorite Michiganders, and I just like saying Michigander because it's hilarious.
DeAndre Smith still limited at practice. Way to be on it, Shelly. I love it. Joey's World saying hi to everybody. Movie Man Nick says, what do you guys think about Justin Jefferson?
Is he a Ram? Or no, he's Charger. Where's he at?
Charger, I believe.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I knew a lot. We'll see.
I
know people like him.
I know that. Josh goes to Disney in-house. Glad to see you here, buddy. I'm going to be interviewing him on an upcoming Wednesday.
We're mad at him. Do you know why we're mad at him?
Why are you mad at him?
No, we're all mad at him.
We're all mad at Josh goes to Disney?
He hates Adventureland. He hates all things that are good, and he hates the Jungle Cruise. So what the heck?
Josh does?
Yeah, right? See, Josh? Exactly. So,
okay, I didn't know. Wasn't aware of that. Okay. Let's see. Andrew Binning, Rigar expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Mouse Talk says, Jeff, let's get together and go see a game at SCO South Florida Stadium. LOL.
SCO. I don't know what that is, but I'm there.
DOD's in the house. DOD in the house. One of our couch quarterbacks. Again, you guys are welcome to call me on my cell and give us some of your predictions. Let's talk about the NFC South. Jeff, for me, I'll go first this one, then you can go first the next one. We'll rotate.
Okay.
Josh says, haha, I like Adventureland and I don't like Jungle Cruise, LOL.
It's not possible to not like the Jungle Cruise and still like Adventureland, so liar, pants on fire. But whatever.
I got the NFC South. I got it right now. The Saints winning with probably like a 13-3 record. I'm going to go Falcons and Bucks right behind them at around 10-6, and the feudal Carolina Panthers at about like a 3-13. Somewhere in that area. Your thoughts on the South NFC?
I didn't pick all the way down. I picked my division champions in the wild card, and so Saints in a blowout. I like the Saints a lot. I'll tell my 4 division champions, and I'll get my wild card at the end. So I don't want to give away who I've got in 7 in each of these. That's okay. But I got the Saints winning that division, and frankly, I think they're going to win it handily. Okay.
Who do you like in the West? You got the Seahawks, Rams, Arizona Cardinals, and 49ers.
This is the toughest one for me of all the 8. This is the toughest one. The team I picked, I could see them coming in last. The team I've gotten last, they could win it. The West is really up in the air, but I'm going to go with the Niners. I think the defense is still pretty solid. But honestly, that's the one that I'm least confident about because I think it's really tight, all 4 of those teams.
I am really liking myself the Seahawks this year.
Yeah.
I think the Seahawks will be really interesting on what they're going to do. I think the Rams probably right behind them. It's interesting. Several sites are picking the 49ers to be 4th in that division.
I did see that. That's why I'm saying. I think that although I picked the Niners to win it, that wouldn't shock me. I really think the West is all 4 of them are really tight.
Yep. Let me take a break and go out to our phone lines. It's more sunshine, please. One of our couch quarterbacks. Jim, you're in the house. How's it going in your land?
Gentlemen, good evening. It couldn't be worse. I'm a Lions fan.
Well,
the off season was so sweet, right? The off season was so sweet.
The off season was the best, Jeff says. The good thing about it, everything that's going on is your channel's doing exceptional. Your show on Tuesday's been phenomenal. We're excited that you're part of our fantasy league. You're in our pick 'em pool. You're here with us tonight. Tell me your thoughts on your two divisions. Who's coming out of the AFC, NFC, and your prediction for your Super Bowl?
Well, I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever been less prepared to pick for a football season than I am right now with everything that's going on and how busy I've been. But I did make some picks. And I think, unless proven otherwise, Chiefs in the AFC over the Ravens.
Where's my boo thing? I need to have a boo sound.
Right.
I need that. Go ahead.
Am I not loud enough?
Yeah, you're good. We can hear you.
No, I need to hear you quieter. I heard the Chiefs, so quiet down.
And in the NFC, I've got the Seahawks over the Saints because Russell Wilson's my quarterback this year. So he's got to come through.
Nice. Who's your Super Bowl winning champion?
Again, unless proven otherwise, I got to go with the Chiefs.
Oh, my God. Kelly's not even here, Jim.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you know what? I love it. It's going to be interesting. The Chiefs are the team to beat. They hold the ring until somebody beats them. It happens that way every year. We've got 31 other teams that are out there now doing it. Your Lions are going to be on Thanksgiving Day during the day. I'm going to come on early probably during the day and be watching that game live and talking with fans. I welcome you to come on and talk about your Lions. But because your Lions are not on any night specifically during the Thursday night season, which is tough. Jim has what we call the fast pass to our channel because he's allowed to come in at any point and talk with us on any of the teams, and especially when we're dealing with some of the NFC teams like the Bears and the Vikings that'll be on several times. So any of your other thoughts on the season or anything, Jimmy?
I just love how you put lipstick on that pig. You have to be so generous to the Lions fan. Thank you for your kindness.
Jimmy, we love you. We love your channel. We're so glad you're part of everything here with us. We're glad you're a couch quarterback, and we look forward to talking to you a lot this year.
Right back at you guys. Thanks for having me. This should be fun.
All right. Talk to you, brother. Bye-bye.
Great, buddy. Go check out More Sunshine, please, people. Great guy, great channel.
Awesome channel. We love Jimmy. He's great to be a part of us here. Let me drop this down. I'm checking with the chat here too as it's going on. Everybody's saying hi. Tina McNeil is in house. Mike Wheels is in house. We got a lot of Muppets here, Jeff. I'm excited about that. Muppet yesterday. So we did the West. We did the South. I tried to hold it off till the very end, but let's go now to the North. We just had Jim in here. We got somebody who might want to talk the North with us coming on here in just a second. But we're going to talk about the NFC North. Jack, before I bring on our caller, we're talking about the Packers, the Vikings, the Lions, and the Bears. Who is your pick to come out of that division? Your thought in that division?
I think, and I'm just going to lead off with the Bears have no shot. Just guessing at who might be your guess there. Vikings. Vikings going to win it.
Vikings are going to win. Yep. Let's go out to our caller. We're going to South Florida. You're on the NFL Watch Party. It is RTV1 Chicago Bears Dale in house.
Oh, Mr. Jeffrey knows not much. So how is it going tonight? And then Mr. McDevitt does half the work that I do. So
How you doing, buddy?
Dale, how's things in your world?
Hey, what's that?
How's things in your world?
Oh, everything is good as it can be. It is what we make of it.
Amen.
Can go. So we're doing good. We're doing good.
That's I love it.
I like the attitude.
Love it. I'd like to again ask you publicly if you would please unblock me on the This and That channel. I'm still.
I might be the fourth person. I'm going to have a lot of pull around there.
Hey, if I don't get selected, I just like to at least be unblocked. So talk to you, Dale. If you guys haven't seen it, Dale was hysterical on This and That the other night as one of the applicants to be on the new candidate for the position. So he was pretty funny. You heard Jeff's call. He's got the Vikings winning that division. Talk to me about your thoughts on who's going to come out of the NFC, who's going to come out of the AFC, and your champion.
Well, I do believe I'm going to have to give the guy a little bit of a bone here. I do think Dallas is going to win the East there. So then I think I'm going to be that Chicago fan that's going to say this year's the year. This year's the year. So Cubs, that was a couple years ago. So the Bears, this year's the year. So it's going to be the Bears.
Okay.
I had to pull a lot of stuff out of the rabbit hat. So. But yes, and then the South is going to be the Saints, and then the West is going to be San Fran, I believe. And then the winner out of that is going to be the Saints.
Saints coming out.
Of the NFC.
Okay, talk to me about your AFC.
And then with the AFC, I believe the Pats, the coach over there, he's just too good not to come through once again with whatever he is dealt. So, and then Baltimore. Mr. Pete, so they're looking strong. As long as the QB, it doesn't let him go to the head as it has in the past with QBs. As long as they have a good, strong 1-2 year, and then it goes downhill. So, if the QB stays together,
they will hold on.
Yep. Yes. And then Indy. Their division is going to be a little bit weak.
Okay.
So, I'll still Indy a bone.
I'd like to point out, Dale, that Andrew Bidding says you are obviously nuts. And Mar in Memphis says if Pete gets that position, Dale will be permanently blocked on This and That. So you got the Colts, you got the Ravens, you got the Pats. Interesting. Who else?
The West.
And then the Chiefs. Yep, everybody's got to go with the Chiefs. I mean, it is what it is. So
who do you have? Who do you have coming out of the AFC, and who's in your Super Bowl?
It's going to be a coin flip. I'm going to go with, let's say the Ravens. Tough to beat a team twice, to keep them out of there twice. They're going to have something to prove, and they're going to come swinging. Yeah. So it's going to be the Ravens and the Saints. And I don't know, it's going to be a good one. I would like to see my boy Breeze. It's not my boy necessarily, but a good man. Good man.
Yeah.
Through and win this thing. So I'd like to see the Saints win it all.
That'd be an interesting game. Where's the Super Bowl being played this year? I don't know offhand. Anybody know?
What's that?
Where's the Super Tampa? Oh,
I think so.
Oh yeah. I think that's right. Yeah.
Wow, the cannons will be going off for one of those teams. That'll be awesome. Question is which one? I don't know how that works. Maybe the NFC team because it's the NFC stadium. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, Dale. that's impressive. Any other thoughts on the season before you jump out?
I just hope, as you guys said earlier, they keep politics out of it because it makes it not so fun. Let's just put it that way. It ruins the sport. It ruins the sport. So you keep your business to your business and keep everything to the side and keep the politics out of it and let's play some football.
No, I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. Again, Dale is part of the team Resort TV1. It takes a team to pull that all together, and they do a phenomenal job. Dale's on there. He's also a big TikToker, so you can follow him on there. He is one of our couch coaches. Dale, you're in the Pick'em League, correct?
I am not.
Oh, my God. You didn't even get in the free Pick'em League? Good Lord.
What? Oh, maybe I think I might have done that one. I'm not too sure.
I think you're in the free Pick'em League. I think you're in that. But, we're glad you're in that. We're going to be talking about you guys all year round. Of course, Dale will be here with us anytime the Bears are playing. And, of course, we have 4-hour games, so all of our couch coaches have the autonomy to come in for some of the other games if they want to join us. And we're looking forward to talking with Dale. He is a good golfer. He's not a good candidate for a position with this and that. And he is a phenomenal person. And we love the fact that you're one of our couch coaches, buddy.
Yes. No, thanks for having me on.
Have a good night, buddy. Good hearing from you.
I love Dale. He was so funny the other night on the show. I was sitting here in tears laughing. So when he took Zip's button and he said, "Zip's going," he ripped his button off and threw it to the floor. I almost fell out of my chair. It was great.
Zip. Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So you've got the Vikings. Of course, Dale likes his team. I'm honestly thinking the Packers are going to pull out that division myself. I think the Vikings they got so much promise, but they never live up to it for me.
Yeah. I like their coach. I've always been a Zimmer fan.
I love their coach.
I don't know. I don't think that division's that strong, and I think the Vikings have a real good roster, top to bottom. And I like the coach a lot. I think that's the class of the division. I really do.
I love it. See what we got going here. Stacy is far off of Dale with leading points. The chat's just talking back and forth. Before I go to my next caller, Jeff, I might as well ask you who's going to win the East. I don't know why I'm asking, but go ahead.
I don't know why you're asking me either.
Are you going to say Philadelphia because Rogers is in the chat?
No. I might have to mention them when we get to the wild card just because I'm being real and honest tonight. But
okay.
No. Cowboys.
Jeff got his Eagles winning. That's obvious.
Cowboys, NFC East.
It's Cowboys winning the East.
Come on.
I hate to say this. I got it the same way. I got the Cowboys winning that division this year and the Eagles as an interesting wild card. But you know what? We've been talking here about the NFC. Let's bring in somebody that knows a little bit about the Rams. He's one of our couch coaches. He is incredibly strong right now coming from South Florida. He's been going like crazy in the parks. It's Mouse Talk. He knows a little bit about sports. Walt, welcome to the show.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
How you doing, buddy?
We're hanging in here tonight. We're keeping a little bit busy, talking a little bit of football, and I keep telling Jeff that he doesn't want to challenge you when it comes to sports knowledge. You know,
he's pretty knowledgeable.
He is.
I gotta say, I want to touch on a couple things. First off, NFC, I got Dallas wins the division pretty much easily.
I agree.
An issue there. And Jeff, you're going to be upset with me. I think it's because the division's weak. Giants and Washington are not very good, and Philadelphia's really going to give them a chance, at any kind of competition in that division. So I think hands down they are the class of the division for sure.
I agree.
We'll see what happens with that Dak Prescott if he can get some help. He has a chance at possibly winning the MVP, but he's got a lot of competition.
He does.
And with my Rams, they're going to go from Super Bowl 2 years ago. They may finish in last place. That division is really up in the air for sure. It's a tight division, but I'm with Jeff. Jeff, we're agreeing a lot, buddy.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I think they're going to win that division. I think Seattle's on the way down, and I think the Rams and Arizona are just a little too far back to be able to catch them.
Stacy Rogers, I see what you're putting in the chat. I'm going to block you in a minute. Please vote for Myers in the Mouse on Zip's replacement. Rogers, I'm definitely voting for the Cowboys. Anyway, Walt, tell us what you're thinking on what you got going here and Your thoughts on the NFC, AFC, who's coming out, your Super Bowl. Talk to us about what you're thinking.
Sure. Well, it's always look. The last time a team repeated was the Patriots. I think in 2004, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to do.
Okay.
So the Chiefs have the odds against them to repeat. That being said, I'm picking the Chiefs.
Wow.
You know, who else can you go with right now? Other than look at the 3-team race in the AFC. In my opinion, you got the Chiefs, you got the Ravens, and you got the Steelers. Other than that, I don't really see anybody that scares me in the AFC other than those 3 teams.
Okay.
You know, somebody could surprise, but in the NFC, man, if I had to say, it could be. I think Green Bay is underrated. I know they're getting older, but I think the whole league is based off of quarterbacks, and I think they've got one of the best of all time still on their side. I love Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Yeah, he is. He is good. I hope he does well.
Yeah, but I think the 49ers can win the whole NFC for sure.
Interesting. Okay. So
can I ask Walt who he's got coming out as the wild card? Because I'd love to share my wild card picks while he's on the show, if that's okay.
Let's do that.
So who you got in your wild card, Walt?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I think Seattle. I think 2 teams come out of the West. I think the West is better than people think. Even though it's
I agree.
I think Seattle could come out of there. Minnesota, if Kirk Cousins doesn't mess it up.
I love Kirk Cousins.
And also, I think that in the South, I think Tampa Bay is actually going to be better than people think. I think Tom Brady's actually going to give them.
I think everybody thinks Tampa Bay's going to go 16-0. So I've agreed with almost everything you said until that. I think
he agreed with everything you said up until that. Diz Our Dream, welcome in. Great to see you here. And Hitchhiking Bones are in house. Welcome. Good to see you.
Yes.
So Jeff, who do you have as your?
So my wild card in the NFC, I've got the Eagles, which I hate to say, but I think it's the main reason I'm going there. Obviously, they're a solid team, but it's what Walt said. The rest of that division is pretty bad. You know, that's 4 free wins when you got the Giants and the Redskins. And I'm not even being funny right now. That's 4 free wins for both the Eagles and the Cowboys. So, the Eagles, I think, are going to be one of the teams. And I'm going to go with your Rams, Walt, who I thought you might go with there. I don't know if you listened earlier, but on the NFC West, I think all 4 teams could come in first. I think all 4 teams could come in last. I love that coach out in LA. I think he's not going to stay in the cellar. He's going to find a way to make it happen. And I still think that quarterback's pretty studly too. So I think your Rams are going to be back in the playoffs.
Interesting. I like it.
I don't know. See, I don't have as much confidence in him. I think they've learned. I think they've learned him in the NFC. You know,
maybe
NFL.
I mean, last year was a rough year. There's no doubt.
A little bit. He worries me.
Yeah, he's interesting. Real quick before Walt gives us his Super Bowl predictions, Stuart McKenna, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Rogers, I can give you all the Eagles attire you want if you start voting for me. We'd appreciate it. So, Walt, who do you got coming out to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, all that kind of good stuff?
Okay, well, I'm actually thinking that I think this is the year that Lamar Jackson puts it together and he inches out the Chiefs.
Nice. I like it.
I think I'll go with. I think the Ravens. I just think that I still think the AFC overall is the weaker of the 2 leagues, or conferences.
Hey, Walt.
So I'm going to take the Ravens.
Walt, could you do me a favor and just say this? Diz Our Dream, the Ravens are winning the AFC. Could you say that for me, please?
Sure. Diz Our Dream, the Ravens are winning the AFC.
Okay, I just wanted to hear how that sounded. I was just curious. Go ahead with your rest of your prediction.
It's still up in the air, but even though I talked about Green Bay and I talked about San Francisco, something makes me just think that Minnesota could get over the hump this year.
Ooh.
So I think that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Ravens, Minnesota. It doesn't sound like a very sexy Super Bowl.
But interesting one.
I think we could see that.
That's interesting. I like that. Brittany Morgan says, don't underestimate my Giants. Stuart McKenna says, Brady is past his time. Gronk is past his prime. Fournette will help Brady. Interesting. Walt, who do you have winning that Super Bowl?
I'm going to have to go with the Ravens. I think that they get back. Look, say what you want about the Ravens. The Ravens are a well-run organization from the very top all the way down. They know how to run their organization, which is why
Charbaugh's awesome.
They're always good. They're always there. Very seldom do they have a prolonged period of time where they're not good. And it starts at the top. And I think they get back there. I really do. I hate to say it. I'm not a Ravens fan, but
Pete, who is this that sounds like Walt, and why am I agreeing with him so much? Because this makes no sense.
The heat is getting to him down in Florida with all the things he's doing. Stacey Rogers says, "What do you think about cupcakes? Do you think you could get me sprinkles before Dizzard Dream gets them for you?" There's no doubt in my mind. It'll be a cold day in hell before I get sprinkles from cupcakes.
Or in Orlando.
One can hurt. Well, any other thoughts on the season this year or anything before you roll out on us here?
MVP, something like that.
It would be really interesting to see how they do it with everything going on with the COVID and things of that nature. I'm very interested to see how this season plays out. But I'll definitely be watching, and I can't wait to be on again throughout the year.
No.
I appreciate you guys having me. Love you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate Walt will be joining us throughout the year. He's got a great channel, Mouse Talk.
Blowing up down there, blowing up in Orlando. I love it.
He's blowing up in Orlando. He's got a great sports talk show that he does with Steve on his channel, him and Steve's World. That's really good. I started following them years ago when they were doing that, and we're glad that he's going to be jumping in and joining us throughout the year. You're always welcome. Phone lines are always open for you, my friend. Have a good night.
Thanks.
See you, buddy.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. So we love Walt. He's a great guy. Boom and Jesus says Seahawks all the way. Legion of Boom. Stort says the Ravens are not going to win because of the running quarterback. Well, that's a good point. Dizzard Dream said cupcakes did not pass quality control. He had to eat them. He was forced. Andrew Baker, correct me if I'm wrong, but it isn't Harbaugh and Eagles byproduct. He is. He was a special teams coach over there. So, Jeff, you got your teams lined up for the NFC.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit of AFC here as we're going through. Let's talk about the AFC East first. I'm going to let you go. You got Buffalo, you got Miami, you got the Patriots, and you got the Jets.
So everyone's gonna disagree with this. Everyone who's said anything so far has not mentioned this. This is the second easiest division for me to pick.
Okay.
It's the Bills.
Nice. Jonathan Chong's in house. He just shook his head probably and said, "What?" But you know what? I have to agree with you. I am on with the Bills this year. I think this is the year that the Patriots are vulnerable to
the division's weak. The Bills look good. I don't even think it's going to be that close.
Yeah, I realistically, I think a 12-4, 11-5 for them wins that division. So it'll be interesting. Let's talk about the AFC North. One of the toughest divisions out there. The Cleveland Browns in it. Cincinnati Bengals, always a fight. Even though they're bad, it's always a fight. Close games. It's like the Dallas and Washington games. They always end up being a 3-point game, no matter how good or how bad they are. The Pittsburgh Dizzard Dream Steelers and my Baltimore Ravens. Jeff, what do you say on that one?
Ravens, fairly easy. Also, Steelers are the only other team there that's going to even be over 500.
Yep. And, as long as we can split with them, then I'll be happy and we will do really well. And it's always a tough place to play. I mean, it doesn't matter how they play. Going to Pittsburgh is tough.
But the Ravens are solid, and Lamar Jackson's elite, and, yeah, they win.
So in the AFC Southern Division, you've got the Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Indianapolis Colts. Mr. Dole Whip, your choice.
I will tell you honestly that Jacksonville is going to win the lottery, and that lottery is for Trevor Lawrence, and I would too if I were there. Trevor Lawrence is so good. I believe he's the best quarterback prospect since John Elway. And I think Jacksonville gets him going 0-16 or 1-15. But I know that's not what you meant. Titans. This will be the first year that I didn't pick a team in Houston to win that division in ever. It seems like.
Okay. Hitchhiking Bones says they voted for me over on the show the other night. Thank you very much. I'm still trying to win that position and hopefully get that extremely low-paying job. I got the Colts winning that division. I really think that this is their year. I love the Titans. I think it's going to be
the Colts. There are a lot of people. I'm a big Phillip Rivers fan. I got 4 jerseys in there. 2 of them are Phillip Rivers jerseys. I'm a huge Phillip Rivers fan. I think that he looked so bad last year. I was a right-handed quarterback in high school in 87 and 86.
Okay.
A right-handed quarterback. I think me throwing left-handed last year would have been better than Phillip Rivers. I don't think the Colts have a chance, and that's why.
I think it's going to be very close. Let me remind everybody that this is the last night that we are taking entries into the Pick'em League. It's a free league to enter. You pick the winners of each game each week. For all 16 games, you get a point for each one. We'll be tracking it. There's a $100 gift card put out there for the winner. It's going to be a lot of smack talk. If you want to get in, it's free. It's the F word I'm allowed to say in my house. It's free. and we want people to join. We got 42 people in it right now. If you're not in it and you want to get in it, send me an email tonight. If Waka Waka Rogers or one of my other mods could throw.
She's dropped it. She's dropped it.
Yeah.
Hey, so Stuart McKenna, man, I'm loving you. I'm watching the chat and I'm loving your comments. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Rivers, heck, I would be cool if he beat some of the team I love in Super Bowl. I'm that big of a fan of his.
Nice.
But no. Did you watch him last year? No. He, I will root for him, and our buddy Steve is a big Colts fan, so I'll be rooting for him and them. But last year was bad, man.
It was rough. Pass holder pairs in house. Good to see you guys here. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. You know, it's going to be a tough division. It's going to be close. So it'll be interesting to see. So we got
Derrick Henry at the end last year was elite. Their quarterback played real well last year. I think they're the class of the division.
Well, and just want to remind everybody, we got 30 to 40 friends in here, like 37, 38 right now. I want to remind everybody that the show will most likely be rotating. That's what we're planning on doing between my channel, Jeff's, and Kelly's throughout the year. I'm not sure where it's going to be in week 1 yet. We will announce that next week. Make sure you're following all 3 of us so you can stay in line. We will be advertising on all of our social media so that everybody jumps over no matter where you're at. Big week next week with the first week that we've got going. Phone lines are still remain open for any of our friends that want to call in, discuss about their thoughts on this year's challenge and where it's going. A lot of great comments in there. Bones says, I'm sure that Pete appreciates your concern for his taste buds. Better luck on the next batch. It is our dream. And I just want the sprinkles cupcakes. So Brittany Morgan says, no spread, Pete. I'm not sure where you're going with that, Brittany, but you can get back.
She means line.
Oh, the line. In the Pick'em League, it will be spreads up there. It's just it's a Pick'em thing. It's not just a picker match. We're putting the spreads in to add a little bit of interest into it. Yeah.
So some people don't know what you're talking about there. So if you got Colts +3, you're counting the line. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Correct. You get 3-0 before the game starts. Wherever it finishes, you're getting +3. It is using the line and just having some fun. And again, it's free. It doesn't cost anything to get in. And it's for smack talk. It's for a $100 gift card. It's for fun. We're going to talk about it on the show a lot this year. We're going to talk a lot about our fantasy league and all the owners that are in that and who's winning those leagues as we go through the we do. And I do again want to thank my channel members who are here tonight, highlighted in green. We greatly appreciate all of you. And also I want to thank those that are members of Jeff's channel. I've seen a couple who are in here tonight joining us.
Yeah, bunch of you.
Thank you for supporting Dole Whip Dad and his being a membership of his channel. Before I jump back over
to my members, we're going to have a Zoom call. Last week on Friday before Disney Pins Live, we did a Zoom call with my Slack members and my channel members. Tomorrow night we're going to do just channel members. So
nice.
First place I've announced it since you're.
What time will that be?
Probably I don't announce until the end because family. But last week was about 8. It'll probably be about the same time, 8 Central. But we'll see.
I'm trying to figure out when I can call in and say hello.
I'll holler at you. But yeah, it depends on what's going on with family and stuff.
Gotcha. Stuart McKenna says Tannehill will take nobody by surprise this year. Remember that? Yes, they have.
I agree, but I actually love him. I really like that guy. I always thought that he didn't get enough of a shot in. I guess it was Miami. He's good. I like him.
Before we go to the AFC West, let me welcome in good friend of the channel, Tommy, Quarter Sports. Talk to us about what you're thinking for your picks this year.
Good evening, fellas. How are you?
Oh, we're doing good, brother. Good to talk to you. Who do you have?
You know what? I got some thoughts on my picks, but you know what? There's one thing that nobody's talking about this year that I'm a little bit afraid of with no preseason. I think there's going to be a tremendous amount of injuries early in the season because I don't know. I think guys are going to be pulling stuff. We just got to hope it's not to any of the big stars, but that's gonna worry me. Guys aren't going to be in shape at all. I mean, that's going to be a problem.
That's a great point. Just prepping for this show tonight, I pulled a hamstring a little bit, and I'm going to be. I am day to day for Sunday's show. I am day to day right now. We'll have to wait and see if I'm going to make it with Meg. But you're absolutely right. That and the COVID factor are the other thing. We just don't know how that's going to play into this year. So interesting.
They've already ruled out. There's no fans in New England for the first 2 games. Definitely, I don't think there's going to be fans all year, but that's another story. But then the other thing. You know what I just realized, guys? Everybody that's on the show is playing my Patriots this year. We're playing the Chargers, we're playing the Ravens, we're playing the Chiefs.
No, that's at least 2 losses for you.
0-3, baby. 0-3.
Wait, no, wait, hold no. You're saying no? Okay, Tommy, I got $10 on the Ravens when we play it.
Yeah, your quarterback's pretty good. I'll have to get, but as you said before, my boy Bill just designated the Cam man as the starting quarterback. We all knew that was going to happen.
Yep.
But you didn't mention that the other thing that happened this week, they cut Sanu. He's gone.
Yep.
So that was kind of a bad pick. And then, but my early picks are, and see, I go with my heart a lot, not with my brain, but I go with my heart. So the AFC Championship is going to be New England, the Ravens. I don't think the Chiefs are going to make it because repeating is very difficult. Then,
Tommy, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did your wife give you your meds today? just curious, just making sure. So go ahead, NFC. Who you got in the NFC?
And on the NFC side, it's going to be Tampa Bay against San Francisco.
Ooh.
And then San Francisco is going to come out of that.
Ooh.
And then the Super Bowl is going to be New England against San Francisco. Or if San Francisco loses in the NFC Championship, can you imagine that? If it would be Tom Brady against Bill Belichick for the Super Bowl.
And I would, and if that happened, I would bet the house on your Patriots because everybody and their mother in Vegas will bet on Brady, and Vegas will win all their money. So I'd have to go that way. But
correct.
So
well, that's all with my heart, and I'm a realist, and I don't really think that's going to happen. But
gotcha.
Hey, if we have a decent year, you gotta always, as we said in New England for 20 years, we have a faith in Bill. In Bill, we trust.
Yeah.
So. Who knows? He might have something up his sleeve. That's why he might have got rid of Sanu because he wants to get some cap room.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, you got something going. We appreciate you, Tommy. You'll be checking in with us throughout the year. And
thank you, buddy.
We love it. Tommy at Corner Sports. We love him. He's got a great little shop going up there. You can get hats and all kind of great stuff. Check him out. Corner Sports. We love Tommy. He's a good man. So the AFC West, I mean, I think it's kind of obvious, but for me, but we'll see. I obviously have the Chiefs coming out of there. I don't think the Broncos or the Raiders. I actually have your Chiefs being last in that division. Could be wrong. Who knows? Could be the Raiders last. I mean, that division's always so close.
You said the Chiefs. You must mean my Chargers. You mean my Chargers in last?
Yeah. I mean, I got the Chiefs winning. I'll win in that. So.
Well, I got the Chiefs too. Well, when you ask for the wild card, we'll talk about the rest of it. But I got the Chiefs winning, and I think even if they have a down year, they're solidly the best team in the AFC.
Probably the best team. Passholder Pair says, I'm a New Englander, but the Patriots finish third in the division. Buffalo wins the division, and Miami, who has a ton of up value, shocks by finishing second, but not making the playoffs. Interesting. That's a great comment there.
I like Miami's roster, but it's thin though. They need another draft. They need, in my opinion.
Yeah, they still need a little bit more. So we've had some great comments in the chat tonight. I really appreciate that. So let's talk about your AFC wild card teams. We know who you're picking in the division. Let's talk about your wild cards.
So I've got DOD Steelers, and I've got my Chargers. Now, when Derwin went down, I thought about getting rid of that pick. But as I looked at all the other teams, I'm like, no, I still like the Chargers. I do like I don't like the bottom of the AFC West that much, so I think we're going to get some wins there. Obviously, the Chiefs are the class. Last year, going into the season, before the Chargers had all their injuries, doesn't mean anything other than it was my opinion, but I had the Chargers and the Chiefs the best two teams in the AFC. Obviously, Baltimore vaulted up there. Chargers got decimated with injuries. I'm not saying that they're as good as this year as I thought they would be last year, and losing James sucks, and I don't know how the quarterback's going to turn out, but that is a good roster. That is a really, really, really good roster. There's a reason why we didn't care about our superstar running back crying last year, because we had some studs. So I think they're going to be fine. I think they're AFC West players. Okay. And if Mahomes went down, shoot.
So before we talk about who you have coming out of the AFC, Passholder Pair says Denver sneaks in a wild card spot.
I don't hate that. I mean, I don't think they're ready yet, but that quarterback is good. They're coming, maybe.
Okay. Sort McKenna says, how is the QB position for the Chargers?
I don't know. That's going to be tough. I mean,
okay. I got a guy on the phone.
Go ahead.
I got a guy on the phone right now who wants to let us know his picks, and I guarantee you he's probably got Miami in the playoffs. Let's go out to Living in Diz. Corey, one of our couch coaches. He's in the house. Talk to us, my friend.
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, Corey.
Been a good night. Good night. Curious to hear your predictions I have a feeling that you and Corey Tommy are going to
I
be
was
a lot.
gonna say, I think we just heard Tommy as Corey, but we'll find out together.
Let's go, Corey. Talk to us what you're thinking.
Yeah, I listened to Tommy. He definitely sounds like a homer, but it's hard to vote against the Patriots when we just
Not really
have the championship in our blood. But there's a couple things you got to say when you think about the Patriots and the AFC East. You can every year people have been picking the Bills over the Patriots for the last decade, even with Tom Brady there. And addition to Cam Newton, you still got to go with the Patriots. It'll be a tough fight at the top for the Bills and the Patriots.
Will you bet me $10 when we play you?
I think they'll split. I think the Patriots and the Bills will split 1-1. But I think the Patriots will come out on top in that division still by a game.
Okay. Who do you have coming? So you got Patriots coming out division. Who do you have in your championship game for the AFC going to the Super Bowl?
Well, I had my other division winners, but I can go right to that if you want me to.
No, either way, if you're good. If you got your other division winners, go with it.
I think it's really easy with the Chiefs. It's
okay.
really easy.
Yep.
There's nothing else in that division. It's so questionable. Tyrod Taylor's decent, but that's no solution in San Diego. You have Eckler. I don't know. Eckler's kind of small, isn't he? I think he'll probably wear down being the one and only running back there. I don't think that's going to work out as well as people hope.
Okay.
I think it's just easy. Drew Lock should have, I don't know if it'll be a breakout year yet, but he'll be much improved.
I like that kid a lot. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Easily the Chiefs.
Okay.
Easily the Chiefs.
Okay.
In the North, I think it's going to be the Colts. I think the Colts have.
That'll be the South. Colts, Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah,
Titans.
yeah.
Yes, it's okay. Trust me, I used to do that too all the time. It's the South. I learned it very hard. My buddies used to beat up on me for it. So
I think the Colts in the South. The Colts have one of the top offenses coming up. They have one of the top offensive lines in the league, and a rookie stud coming up for you fantasy players, Jonathan Taylor.
Nice.
Don't wait on him in your drafts. So I think they got a lot going for them.
Okay.
And so for the North, I think it's the Ravens.
Okay.
And so for the AFC East, well, I'll go over to the NFC. NFC East, I think you got the Cowboys. Can the Cowboys at least not overachieve? They just need to achieve. Can they at least do that once, Jeff? Can they just, achieve?
I guarantee it.
If they don't do it now, man, when are they ever going to do it?
We got rid of the underachiever Jason Garrett, and you can write that down.
And I don't know. I don't think the Eagles make any steps forward. They don't give me any reasons to think they're going to be better than they were last year.
Apparently, they dislike Santa Claus, so I found that out.
That's at Santa, which makes me pissed at them. Their roster's pretty solid. They obviously Wentz an MVP candidate, so I hate them, but that's a pretty good roster.
They throw snowballs at Santa Claus. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
In the North, I think you've got the Vikings. I don't see any reason why the Packers advanced this year. They don't give me any reason why they'll be better. I mean, they had a really good record last year, but I think they were the best. How many wins did they have? 12, 13, 14?
They're going to take a couple steps back, in my opinion. I know a lot of people like them this year. I don't.
I think they played way over their record last year.
I agree.
So I just think it's the Vikings. I really like Dalvin Cook. I've always liked them.
Yeah, he's a good running back.
I think despite Kirk Cousins, they'll still win.
I love Kirk. Everybody likes to hate on Kirk Cousins. I think he's elite.
Rogers, hold on a sec. Rogers, I'm not throwing you under the bus. Jeff keeps telling me you threw snowballs at Santa Claus. I haven't seen it yet. You
haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I just keep hearing you yelling about it, throwing snowballs at Santa. All I know
do that.
I've been to 2 Philadelphia games, and both times they threatened to beat me up because I was wearing Ravens colors. Those fans don't play. They don't play at all.
My goal in life is to wear Chargers gear to an Eagles home game. That's my goal in life.
Gotcha. Will, good to see Hitchhiking Bones in here. All the bones are in here. So go ahead, Corey. I'm sorry. Stacey Rogers gets me all fired up. I love her to death, but she knows how to push some buttons. Go ahead.
Hey, I've worn full-fledged Patriots gear in the dog pound in Cleveland. And
love it.
I would never wear Patriots gear to Philadelphia. That's the one crowd that scares me.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, Stacey scares me, so it's fine. It all works out. Anyway, go ahead.
I have an attitude problem that the Philly fans might want to take care of. Anyway, keep going.
Keep going, buddy.
The West, I think the West is tough. I think some people think the Rams are going to have a comeback season, but I think it's going to be the Seahawks. It was tight last year between the Seahawks and the 49ers. The 49ers are going to start out with some injuries. They're decimated at wide receiver, and I think that's going to hurt them. And I think it's enough for the Seahawks to edge them out. So I give the Seahawks a division in the West. And as far as the South, that's the toughest division to figure out. That's a coin flip. That's a real coin flip, I think. I went Saints, I went Bucks, I went Saints. I think I'm going to go with the Saints, edging out the Bucks. Those two teams I see very even. The defenses are really close.
I can't wait for Tampa to end 7-9 this year. I can't wait for that.
The weapons are really close too. Adding Emmanuel Sanders on the offensive side of the ball for Drew Brees.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
You know, I mean, you can match them up. You know, Fournette, Kamara, Emmanuel Sanders, Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, Godwin.
That's a lot of weapons.
Yeah, it's a lot of weapons. So who do you have? Who do you have as coming out of your AFC and NFC and Super Bowl?
I have the Seahawks versus the Bucks.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and who do you have winning that game?
I have the Bucks winning that game.
Wait.
Seahawks and the Bucks. Interesting.
And the Bucks?
Yeah.
Who do you have coming out of the AFC?
Man, you gotta call me a homer, but I got the Patriots and Ravens. And if I imagine the Patriots are gonna get to the AFC Championship game and they face the Ravens, I'm just imagining Cam. If they get that far, we can imagine a healthy Cam, a strong Cam. And I just think that they'll find a way. He'll find a way to win.
Okay. Pearl Manhattan just joined us. She says, I like him talking nice about both of my teams, Seahawks and Saints. We do like those teams. I will be honest there. So, Corey, who do you have winning your Super Bowl?
Man, I hate to say this. It's the dream matchup. It's what I want to see, and I want to see Cam Newton beat Brady, but I think it's Brady over the Patriots. And I think that's what it's going to be.
Interesting.
Right. I love you, but you got to stay off the weed, buddy. No.
Corey, anything else on the season you want to throw out before we roll out on you?
Anything on the season? Let's try to have a healthy season, the healthiest they can be out of this. I think that they will complete the season. The NFL has a plan in place. If they have to play like an extra month on the other end, they'll do it.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be a fun, exciting season.
I like it.
We're ready for football.
Well, we appreciate you, Corey. Corey's going to be joining us throughout the year again. His team is the Patriots. He will be on live that night. Of course.
What? I had no idea after those.
Yeah, he'll be on that night for sure, talking about his Patriots. He's welcome to join us throughout the year. We're excited that he's a part of it. He's part of our fantasy league with our teams that we're playing.
Good channel too.
Yeah, great channel. He's living in Diz. He goes live from his home from some great trivia and game night things, and then he's live from the parks on the weekends, doing a lot with his daughter. Great family channel down there. I started following them a long time ago, and I'm glad that Corey's become a good friend of myself and the channel. And at some point he's going to bet me at least 10 pesos on the game when the Ravens play the Patriots. So I'm not going to get dollars out of him, so I'm at least going to try for pesos or a Mickey bar. One of the two. It's going to be something. So
we'll do it for a Mickey bar.
We'll do it for a Mickey bar. I love it. That's even more powerful for me than $10. I love it. So,
or if we want to sound like Corner Sports, because that is where I am from. I grew up 5 minutes down the street from Corner Sports.
Nice.
So,
now you can say Mickey Bar. That's great. Well, Corey, thanks for calling in tonight, buddy. We look forward to talking throughout the season. All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks. Goodbye, buddy. He's a good man. Corey's a good man. So, Jeff, we're down to let's talk about who's going to win AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game, and our Super Bowl, because we want to tie things up here and throw it over to Lynn at the Lynn Project and her channel.
Wait, so which one do you want me to say first? I was reading.
So, I'm going to let you pick. It's your night. You're here. Kelly backed out. He didn't have a signal.
Bills over the Ravens. Bills in the AFC for the Super Bowl. Anybody else picking that? No. Write it down.
Jeff had to leave unexpectedly. He doesn't know what happened. It's got to be his internet. I don't know what happened.
Bills over the Ravens. KC trips up early. So saith me. Steelers and Chargers are my 2 wildcard teams in the AFC. Who cares about the rest?
Okay.
NFC Saints class of the league lose to my Cowboys in the NFC Championship. Cowboys beat the Bills again. Where's Scott Norwood? It doesn't matter. He missed. And the Cowboys reign supreme over the Bills, just like the 90s. Surprise of the year, prediction of the year, Tampa Bay does not have a winning season. And Jacksonville gets Trevor Lawrence, I already mentioned.
He's just throwing everything out here. Jeff is all hopped up on Mountain Dew tonight, and you don't know what's going to come out, and that was fantastic. There are some great picks. In the NFC.
And by the way, Josh, I want to say it again for anybody who came in late. Josh Allen, I'm picking Dak to be my MVP, but Josh Allen is my dark horse. I think the Bills have a real shot at having a real good season. And part of that is the NFC East stinks.
Cheryl Long says, Bills what?
Cheryl, what's going on?
Stacy liked it when I threw you out of the chat.
Tampa Bay stuff. I think that everyone has been sucking the helium out of footballs or something. I don't see it.
Here's the thing. I do think that Tampa Bay is going to have a decent season. I think they're going to be the wild card out of that division, and they're going to end up in the championship game with the way it lays out. They're going to be the bottom, middle of the pack wild card, the fifth wild card out of the bottom.
I think everyone forgot how average the season was that Mr. Brady had last year.
I just think that team was close enough to doing well last year, and their quarterback gave away 5 or 6 games. So
now they have a quarterback. I'm a big baseball fan. War on Brady is going to be a negative this year. So
it'll be interesting. I've got the Saints beating the Bucs is who I've got.
I would rather have Tyrod Taylor than Brady as my quarterback in 2020.
Oh, there you go. But I've got the Saints being the Super Bowl team from the NFC. I do have my Ravens playing the Chiefs and in the championship game. And this year I'm again taking the Ravens. I took them last year and I was wrong. The Chiefs were a better team. They played better. For that fact, Titans were a better team and played better and beat us. They ran. I'm pretty sure the running back for the Titans is still running around Baltimore somewhere. They still haven't tackled him. So I'm hoping this year will be a little bit better and we'll do it. I'm ambivalent on the Super Bowl because I think the Ravens would have the talent to do it. I think it would be an incredibly high-scoring game. And while I want to win every NFL championship that we can win for the Ravens, if I had to lose to somebody to get his championship, would be Drew Brees. I would have no problem with that. He's a class act. But I think it'll be a great game. That's just, again, opinions are like, your backside. Everybody's got one. And we don't know until we get going. There's so many factors this year. Jeff's highlighted several of them with different things. No preseason, the COVID thing, just so many differences with what's going to go on. No fans in the stands in some places. Some places are going to have fans. It's going to be a weird year.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be a weird year. So the best thing we can do is try to enjoy football. At least we've got it. We don't know if we're going to have any college and enjoy ourselves. Next week, again, we will be live at one of our channels. It will be either myself, Jeff, or Kelly. All three of us will send it out on our social media as soon as we talk this weekend and figure out where it's going to be. It's been on mine through the preseason, as we call it here, with everything we've done. And I thank Jeff and Kelly for allowing me to do it. It helped me get my hours and get monetized.
See what Will said, because that's pretty funny.
Remember when people bought into the Browns hype? Yep, that's true.
No. Derrick Henry, stiff arm Earl Thomas into oblivion, which is hilarious.
Good point.
Well, Cowboys cut Clinton Dix tonight. And a lot of people down here are saying maybe it's because we're going to pick up Earl Thomas. So I don't know. But anyway, sorry.
That's okay. Talk to me, Jeff, real quick about what you got going on with your channel.
A bunch of stuff. Monday through Saturday, 9:15 my time, 10:15 Eastern time. In the morning, Good Morning Disney, me and my wife and a little cutie pie talking Disney, the news of the night, the news of the day, stuff like that. Creator Talk Live is Sunday night with Lynn, who is live right now. So as soon as we're going to get over to Lynn's channel, we talk about how to grow on YouTube, that kind of stuff. Right before that is Creator Talk Live, and this week it's a special show that I'm not going to tell everybody. Only 2 people know right now. I'm not going to tell anybody else what's going on, but come Sunday night to hear what I'm announcing about a new show on my channel. Some of you can probably figure it out if you're fans of my show. I talk about it a lot, but I'm making the announcement. Then what else? That's enough. I'm
going to go ahead and tell everybody Jeff has filed a lawsuit against D23, and he wants Goofy to be renamed Dak. So that's what he's announced, and I'm just putting it out there.
I like that.
He's live during He's got great creator stuff on Sunday. I encourage you all to check him out. Again, subscribe if you want to follow throughout the season. My our other partner, Myers and the Mouse, great channel, family Disney channel. They go live throughout the week. A lot of creative stuff. Kelly is hysterical with a lot of stuff that he does. We miss him tonight, and he's with family doing some things. Nothing's wrong. He's not leaving. We're not hiring a replacement. So please don't ask us if we're doing.
Are we allowed to replace the Chiefs fan?
Well, we could. I'd replace him with Rodgers. You know.
What? Santa Claus hating Rodgers?
On my show, Sunday nights, this Sunday, I got Mickey's Magic Meg coming on. That's going to be an incredibly fun interview. Jeff follows me right after that. Big announcement for my channel, a couple things. One, starting very soon, in about 2 weeks, we're going to shift to a 7:30 start time. So we'll do Meg and Shep at 8 o'clock, and then we're going to drop to 7:30. It's just works out better for me with everything I have going on in my life and all the medical stuff. So we're going to do that. And then 2, I have a video coming out very shortly, which is going to be a recap of what all happened with me medically and what's all going on now. I've had a lot of people asking and inquiring. I actually have the actual physical, the actual diagnosis for what all happened. Talk a little bit about that, and then the challenge that I've been through, how it ties in with Disney. That's going to be a big night for me when I kind of try to get over everything that I've had going on. So more to come on that. And of course, Wednesday, I interview all those new and upcoming Disney people that you don't know about, but you really do want to know about. You just don't know it yet. So a lot of good things going on there. Again, thank you to all of my members who signed up. Thank you to everyone who was here in the chat with Jeff and I today. We look forward to seeing you next Thursday night, opening night. God, I've been waiting to say it for a long time. Opening night.
Hey, Ray J.
Ray J, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Opening night, the world champion for 7 more days. And not even 6 days and some odd hours, because the minute that football is kicked off, they are no longer the champions. It's a whole new year.
There are 2 things I need to happen: the election to be over, and the Chiefs being the world champions to be over. I need those 2 things to be over, please.
Well, and it is our dream to bring me sprinkles. That would be the third.
I don't care as much about that, but hey,
I
don't care.
I'm a bunch
Cupcakes overrated. Yep, I said it.
Jeff's got to go. All right, so we thank everybody for being here. This has been a great time tonight. We love you all. This is the end of the broadcast. We'll see you next week for the start of the